Hello and welcome to the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, and from here we've got one of the most spectacular views that I think any capital city can offer. And whereas I didn't come here for tourist purposes, I've decided to give myself today the day off and to do some tourism. And what a view this offers. Right, well, where is it? Well, behind me is the Maidan Square, so that's about 500 meters from here, so it's really bang in the center. This appears to be some kind of a stage. Appears to be. I'm not much of an expert in these things, but it does rather remind me of one I saw in Caesarea Maritima in Israel, Caesarea Maritime, and which had this wonderful backdrop of the Mediterranean Sea, built by the Romans 2,000 years ago or thereabouts. And so here in the distance you can see the city of Kiev. I wouldn't say it's all around, so that's not fair, because most of Kiev is on the western bank of the Dnieper River, and what we've got here, what we can see, is the eastern, because I'm on the western and we're going to look over the river. Now this is unfortunately a result of what's going on at the moment, which is a war with Russia. There's plenty of other videos I did on that subject, so I'm not going to touch it here. And this is a tourist video, and so here we have the river. Now this is without any doubt one of the great European rivers, the Dnieper, and I think that down there actually is even an island. Look how wide it is, and think how far it is from here until it gets to the sea. It's a very long way to go, and it gets wide really quickly. And I tried filming from that bridge, but the wind was so strong I found it difficult. I couldn't keep the camera straight. I know most days I can't keep the camera straight, but that was unusually difficult. So this is the northern part of Kyiv, and up there where the flats are in the far distance, that's the Russians actually occupied that part. They got that far, they got quite close to the center before being beaten back. And you see now, okay, 27th of May, and see it's normal. Well, there might be more cars normally, I don't know, just guessing on that one. And now, one of the great tourist attractions, this is the sort of thing that really appeals to me, is this bridge. And I can't really see it very well from here. But look how high it is. So you've got where Kyiv is built on hills. It is the hilliest capital city I can think of. And I'm trying to think of other places. I mean, Rome's a bit hilly, but it's nothing like what we have here. This is by far the hilliest capital I've ever been to. Oh, there's a good view of the bridge. See how high it is. Now let's have a walk across. Okay, so the wind's come out. Would have to come out as soon as I start filming. But look at that view. Isn't that magnificent? I'd like to tell you more about it, but you can see here the islands. There's lots of islands in the river. It's broken, breaks the river up a bit. Now, I'm not terribly certain whether they used frosted glass here. Maybe it's something to do with the light, I don't know. But if we come over here, we've got one which is not frosted at all. Oh, and look, some brave people standing on it, and you can see right down.
Тільки нерви не витримують, а так все. Та ну що, нормально. Ой. Ой.
Ну, як тільки його поміняли за годину, я саме перший на нього став. Воно прям таке ідеально прозоре було. Да. Я наче по повітрю.
But you can see all the way down to the bottom. But it is okay, I just did it, but I mean it is a bit frightening. I can understand that. In fact, there was one on something called the Thrill Walk, where in Switzerland, from Pete's Gloria. It was in James Bond film 1969, on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Anyway, went up there and they opened this thing called the Thrill Walk, where there was something like that, but you had to walk across a metal like tightrope thing, and then the glass was below it, and that was really frightening. Don't know why, because the glass is below. If you fall off, you just fall on the glass. Presumably the glass is it's going to catch you. And it was a similar sort of drop. Anyway, there you go. There's the view. Now, obviously there is a war on. I said there was another, but I mean there was an alert just now, a air attack warning, which seems a bit odd. You're out in the street and you've got air raid sirens going off, and then everything else just looks normal. It's somewhat surreal. You can see people out there enjoying this wonderful May weather. Oh, and I haven't been showing you the view all the way. Look at that. That magnificent. And that for me, this for me I should say, is the star point of Kyiv as far as tourist attractions go. This is the sort of thing that really impresses me. I mean, there's lots of other wonderful things to see here as well, and my views have been somewhat quick, but there you go. There's a view back across the bridge. You see the supporting pillar there. And come across to a rather old fountain. So, this is a country at war, and this just shows how people get back to normal. Oh, and there's a map of the bridge, not a map, a plan. So, there's some information. It's all in Russian and in Ukrainian. In Braille, pedestrian and Big Mole Bridge. Anyway, I can't quite see what it says, but it gives an idea what it looks like. There you go. Thanks for watching, hope you found that interesting, and all the best from me in Ukraine.